Hello, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider here. Happy holidays to you. Yes, it is the week before Christmas, and we have some things to open up. The Advent box update, a little bit of this, that, and the other. And yes, I'm all decked out for the occasion. Got little Ralphie here. How are all of you doing? Doing pretty darn well here. Busy as all get out, and I've got the holiday spirit, and I wanted to spend some time with you guys. Yeah, and I've been stitching along and keeping up with my Advent scarf, and this is going to be the last installment for the Advent box because we have a few more little mini hanks to open up, and that's going to be it for that. So, you know what? Let's look at the scarf itself. Now, I have been busy as a little bee, and check this out. I love this. I love how it's coming out. Now, let's see, the start. We started at this end here, and then we proceeded over the past couple of weeks. And this is where we ended up. I just have a few more ends to sew in. No big deal. I think like maybe 3 or so. And we are ready for the next installment, right? So going to open up those, and then also going to open up New Year's as well. I know I did this completely out of order, but it actually worked this year. And I think that if I do the Advent again next year, that I'm going to start early because it gave me ample amounts of time to, really work on the project more at my own pace, and I absolutely love it. And it is so squishy. I love how soft this is. Now you're probably thinking, Craig, that is way too long. Actually, the way that I wear them, not really, because I always like to fold them in half, drape it around my neck, and then stick the ends through the loop, and then give it a little bit of a tug, and it is just above my waist at this point, and I still have some more of those. So I mean, I like some drapage, and then of course you could wear it in a more traditional Doctor Who fashion, around the neck, drape it loosely, and then just have it hang down fairly low. Absolutely love this too. So I'm very, very pleased. So yeah, we're going to open up the remainder of the Advent little mini hanks, and I have some Happy Mail, and I have a lot. Russ, you went overboard. I know, because you always go overboard, and I love you for it. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get to everything in this video. It might need to be a 2-parter. Nothing wrong with that. So, that being said, let's hop in, shall we? Alrighty, so starting off with number 26. I had so much fun with the last batch, by the way. So many really cool colors to work with. Ooh, okay. So what do we got here? So this one, I think this one makes me think of various forms of stones, like riverbed stones, that sort of thing. Love the colorway. And this one, I'm thinking plums and eggplants, and if it's plums, a little bit of whipped cream on top, no? Okay, day number 27. I tell you, I can't wait to actually finish this project because, yeah, the last year's Advent, no, I still haven't finished that yet, and I feel terribly guilty, but I have a very forgiving nature. But considering how far along I got with this one, I have every reason to believe that I'll actually be able to finish it. Okay. Yeah, this one I've seen a bunch of. You know, I like it, but I've seen this one a couple of times now. It's sort of like a little bit of a hint of blue in there with the pink and the purple. And then this one, it's like yarny sunshine. Absolutely love it. But this one, yeah, I've seen this one a bunch of times. Or at least something very much akin to it. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty darn close. Although this one has more of a white going on with it. Yeah, right here. I mean, it could even be construed as the same dye lot, but I still like it. And then this one also right here, very, very similar. But like I've said previously, it isn't bad to have ones that are similar. I mean, I like a lot of variety, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing because then there's a sense of continuity throughout the entire piece. Just saying. All right, day number 28. There we go. Okay, ooh, alrighty. Some more lovely deep purples. Sort of like midnight lavender, if you will. Really pretty. And then what's the other one? Okay, okay. So this one, it's more like, I don't know, I want to say a little bit of goldenrod with pansy or something like that. I always think of like in terms of like food or flowers or something to do with nature, quite frankly, but it's rather nice. I like that. Okay, and you know what? There is a gift because Russ, he added in quite a few of these little gifty things, and we have one more left to us. Now, there's also a bag of candy. I can totally see what it is, so I think it's okay not to actually open this up just right now because it's Hershey Kisses, If you don't know what Hershey Kisses are, go get some. You'll love them. Yeah, these are Hershey Kisses. I can leave them in the bag for now. It's okay. This, however, this is the last little gifty gift. Let's see what this is. Feels like it has a little bit of weight to it. Ooh, okay. Can never have too many of these. That is really cute. See, usually I've seen the birds where they're, strictly a gold-oriented color, but that is some Mamas and the Papas psychedelic funky. I like these. And it has a little safety doodad on the top there because these are, generally they are very sharp. And they are perfect for, little snippy of little ends and so forth. These would actually also come in really handy for when I'm doing my sewing projects. That they would. So, you know what? We've got 3 more, and then we have New Year's. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got day number 29. See, what I would really like to do is actually finish up this project before New Year's. That would be cool. That would be nice. And actually, just last night, I went out and I got a new coat, and I would love to wear it with the new coat. Ooh, you know what? This one is so understated compared to everything else that actually I like it even all the more. Vanilla, ivory, marble. It's so understated that I really, really like that. That's nice. I like that a lot. Okay. So I'm thinking strawberry lemonade and creamsicles and that sort of thing. Very nice. Day 30. Sorry, I got a little bit of the sniffies going on right now. Oh, okay. Again, one that is more understated, but I really, really like that. I don't know, I just think, maybe some butterscotch, that sort of thing. And buttercups. So pretty. Oh, okay. Deep sea adventures with Captain Nemo, octopi, and kelp. I don't know. My mind is always a weird, mysterious place. Makes me sort of think of those old Ray Harryhausen movies with the stop-motion animation monsters that, by today's standards, they look really cheesy and silly, but back then they were the bomb. If you've never seen them, you probably know of them. There was the, I want to say 1970s, 1980s, probably 1980s version of Clash of the Titans with this ridiculously cute little mechanical owl named Bubo. I grew up watching that stuff. Medusa, of course, was the freakiest of all of them. The snake hair going all over the place. See, back then, it was a craft. It was a tangible craft of stop-motion animation. Now everything's done with computers. That, too, is an art form, but it's more technical, less artistic, in my opinion. What do you think? Okay, so this is day number 31. This is some gorgeousness. I really like that one. Again, it's very subtle, it's very understated, but this one, actually, it kind of goes with my hoodie here. This one, I'm thinking, rustic rainbow in the dead of night. Even though you wouldn't see a rainbow at night because you need sunlight to refract the droplets, but Okay, and this one actually... Okay, so he has a friend. Hello, hello. They are very, very similar to each other, but I really do like the colorway. It's very rich, aquamarine, and there was a mineral stone down in the ocean depths in Minecraft. It was made, the temples were made out of it. I can never remember what that rock was. I'm a geek, but so be it. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have New Year's. Yes, Happy New Year. Now, my guess, if I know anything about Russ, my guess is that this is... I'm thinking it might be a tote bag with It's Raining yarn on it. I have no idea, but it feels substantial, so I think I might be right. Okay, it's wrapped within the wrapping. Oh. Did I call it or did I call it? Oh, this is nice. Very, very substantial. It's raining yarn. Hallelujah, it's raining yarn. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this. And so it has, of course, his established beginning date, a little pocket in the front there. And then on the inside, are there any pocketses? Okay, there are no pockets on the inside. However, what's really nice is the whole thing zips closed. Very nice, especially if you have all these little mini hanks flying all about hither, thither, and yon. They're not going to go nowhere. So that is actually really cool. Um, not a criticism. Well, it's a constructive criticism as far as this goes. This actually would have been really, really helpful at the beginning of the Advent. Like between this and then there was also the cute little zippered pouch. Those would have been really convenient at the beginning of the Advent so that I could have held everything inside of here as I worked on it. I love it, don't get me wrong. It just would have been more convenient at the beginning. Russ, future reference to your future self. But I absolutely loved the overall experience of this Advent box from Russ and It's Raining Yarn. And if he does it again next year, I could totally see doing it again. There was tons and tons of yardage and, various yarn to, go over. Now, this, in its entirety would not be enough for a blanket, I don't think, unless if maybe you're doing like a baby blanket. But as far as would this all be enough for a sweater? Maybe if it was not very, very tightly stitched, maybe if they were like open stitches like a granny or something like that, I do think that you could potentially have enough yardage for a whole sweater based on the number of mini hanks that he sent. But I would totally do this again. I think it was very much worth the money, and it was really well presented, and overall pleased as punch. So Russ, if you're doing the Advent again next year, sign me up. If next year's is anything like this year's, then I would say, yeah, I'm down with that. So that being said, we have a couple of more things to open up, and let's hop to. Alrighty, so I have some happy mail here. One thing in particular I do recognize from previous years. But first, I want to open up some cards because you guys are so sweet sending me Merry Christmas wishes. All right, so this one on the back it says, "In God We Trust. Thank you so much." Now, I don't know, but I think that is in reference to the book that I'm still currently reading, which is "In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash" by Jean Shepherd, who was the writer who created Christmas Story. And it is so much different. The movie is so much different than the book. In fact, this didn't even happen in the book. Not exactly. Instead of a full bunny ensemble, it was just bunny slippers. But of course, this has much more of an effect, don't you think? So let's open this. This is from, I believe it's Dortha in Indiana. Oh, Merry Christmas. I love furry woodland creatures. I do. Wow, there's a lot in here. Merry Christmas. Heavenly peace to you and yours. Let's see. I can't express how much I appreciate your YouTube videos. You are so very welcome. You explain so well. I've learned so much from you. I'm your biggest fan ever. Now, I've seen the movie Misery before, so if you haven't seen Misery, I'm your #1 fan. Watch the movie, you'll see what I mean. It's my morbid sense of humor, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to do a wave pattern, but the girl doesn't teach like you, and I would love it if we could be friends on Facebook, or if you could do a wave pattern I could follow. Thank you so much for the videos. P.S. I made your sleeve shawl in Christmas colors, and it's a gift. Please contact me. Well, actually, I have done a number. I mean, if you say wave, if you mean chevron, where it's like a ziggy-zaggy or like an undulating kind of, ripple chevron type pattern, I do have a bunch of those. I believe I've done a granny, which I absolutely love because it's like a 1-row repeat and it is so super duper easy. I want to say it's a 1-row repeat. And then I've also done, I think it was a cloister shell ripple. I've done a couple of knitted chevron-y ones. I think I even did the virus chevron. I've done a bunch. So, you know, I keep on wanting to say Dorothea. It's Dortha? Dortha, excuse me. My grandmother was named Dorothy. So, what I would do is I would go through the crocheting with Fiber Spider and scroll through there. I know I have some chevron-y type stitches in there. So I hope that helps. And you are so very, very welcome. As I always say, I do the best that I can, and I just keep going from there. And thank you. So the next card is from Angel in Florida. Very tasteful with the cardinals. My aunt loves cardinals. Absolutely, positively. Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday, Angel. Craig, thank you for many hours of calming and educational videos. I hope you have a great Christmas, Angel. Well, thank you very, very much. Again, another thing that I always say is that in my own way, I try to focus on what I call the 3 E's. Enlighten, educate, and entertain, and if I can do one of those 3 things in my videos, then I feel that I've done something right. There are 1,000,001 channels out there, and I'm delighted that you guys, have happened upon mine and you've stuck around and, you're interested, and I really appreciate that. But, I try to bring something to the table in my own personal way. And if you guys like it, well, thank you. All right, next up, we have a card from Valerie in New Jersey. Oh, Santa with a little deer. I haven't really seen many deer around here lately. I mean, I know they're around, but usually I see more of them. Warmest wishes at Christmas and happiness throughout the new year, Valerie. Dear Craig, may the holiday season bring you lots of joy and happiness, plus a lot of yarn. Well, I have a feeling that Russ went a little bit overboard this year. I have a squinge of an inkling on that. Thank you very much, Valerie. And then, last but not least, with the Happy Mail, I recognize this box. Yes, I do. This is Mrs. Haynes Moravian cookies. These are the stuff. Yes, they are. And I am prepared. These are really, really good. They're simple. They are simple cookies, but they are so delish. And with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, they are awesome. Yes, they are. So can I scooch these out? Oh, there's a note. Merry Christmas from Bobby. Thank you so much, Bobby. You are a sweetheart as per usual. And so may contain wheat, milk, egg, tree nut, black walnut. Yes, these are so good. Yes, Mrs. Haynes Moravian cookies, handmade by artists in aprons. And so these are Mrs. Haynes Ginger Crisps, delicious ginger cookies. So, getting into here is a bit of a beast because it is taped shut oh so well. However, it looks like this year there's a bit of a pull tab. That's convenient. So I might not need to do the oh so dangerous maneuvers with my box cutter. I feel like Pee Wee Herman. There we go. When he was taping his face in the mirror with the Scotch tape. Okay. I'm a big child, I know this. All right, and also I love how these are packed. Ooh. Ooh. In a good way, not ooh in a way. This is ooh in a good way. Look at how these are packed. It's so stinking adorable. I love this. So you got all these little individual little bundles of joy here. Oh, these are so good. Look. And since they're so thin, they need to be carefully wrapped. Look at this. They are so cool. Crunchy, light, delightful, full of ginger flavor. Love these. Thank you so very much once again. These have become sort of like a yearly treat for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Alrighty, so the boxes that Russ sent me, I think I'm actually going to do that in a separate video. I want to give them plenty of time because there's a lot in there, I can tell. And so I figure I'll separate this video from that footage. And, you know, just wanted to tell you that, that the other night when I went out, basically in a nutshell, my mom wanted to get me a winter coat for Christmas, but she wanted me to go out and pick it out so that, you know, I would be getting, you know, one that I would really, really like and everything. So went out to the store last night with Rich, and I found this really nice coat, and I really liked it, and it was on sale for like 50% off. So yes, I got it. Sort of like a pea coat, if you will, but this lovely gray color, nice woolen texture. And after that, we went to a diner for breakfast. There's no wrong time for breakfast food, seriously. And then from there, we went and we saw the duck. Yes, and if you know Long Island, there is this famous duck in Flanders, and it is huge, and it is adorable, and it was all decked out for Christmas. The lighting could have been better. It was pretty late, but I did get some photos of that I wanted to show you. And then we drove even further east. We drove all the way east, and we went to Montauk, and we checked out the lighthouse. And that too was really nicely decked out with lights and everything. And I even got a little bit of video footage for you. And I wanted to share that with you. Now, we were sort of planning on going into the city to Rockefeller Center to go see the big tree, not to see the actual ceremony of the lighting, but to see the tree. That unfortunately did not pan out, at least yet, and it probably, you know, I don't think it's going to happen this year, and that's okay. Extenuating circumstances and all that jazz, you know. As I always say, life has a very funny way of happening. So that didn't pan out, but the lighthouse is really, really cool. The Flanders duck, really, really cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So that being all said and done, next video, we're going to open up some boxes from Russ. Russ, thank you in advance, and thank you for providing all of us with a really cool Advent box experience. I hope you do it again next year. And to the people that sent me some happy mail, thank you so very much. I love opening up your cards and your warm wishes and your cookies. Thank you so much. And you know what to do until the next video, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great, great day.